welcome back to the channel. Just aboard with the new bike, Suzuki GSX-S1000GT, and just about to go and meet up with some of my mates. I thought I'd give you a few thoughts of the bike. I'm just fiddling here with the sat nav, just to give you a demonstration. And right, let's go. So I've got my phone on in my pocket. I've got the Suzuki MySpin app on. I've selected the maps. Now I've just come back from work, so I know that one of the roads is closed. They've just put down a load of stone chips, so I don't want to be heading that way. I was actually hoping that the sat nav would switch another route, but it doesn't seem to switch. I don't know why. You can see the maps in driving mode. It seems adamant that I need to go that the other way. Yes, I don't know why it's not rerouting. Another thing I wanted to show people is that no matter how I adjust this map, I can't get it so that it's orientated in the direction of travel. It's always north orientated. Hopefully in the future there will be an update to swing that around. Things to play. Careful on these back roads. So many tractors that come along here. Yeah, well, that ain't working. Come on, maps, let's see. It's not changing anything. Alright, we'll give that a skip for now then. You can see I've got the dash. Got it selected the option for the night mode. I think it looks the best. The day mode is sheer white. It's not too easy on the eyes, so I ride permanently with it switched on in or night mode enabled. Let's see how. You can see I've had this bike. I received this bike at the end of May, last weekend of May. I've done just over 1,000 miles, 1,174. I don't know if you can see the trip there. I am fiddling through it. Yeah, bike's got some get up and go. Really quick bike this. I know it's got well, they say only 150 brake horsepower, but it's really quick. Most recent bikes that I've had, I had an Africa Twin before this, which I got rid of in December 2021, and then I was without a bike for a few months because I saw this Suzuki at the bike show, the Suzuki GSX-S1000GT. They had it at the one stand, and on the other Kawasaki stand they had the Kawasaki Ninja 1000 SX. And to me this just looked a better bike. I know it looks all subjective. A lot of people don't like the front end of this bike, but I think it looks very modern. It almost has the looks of the Yamaha R1. They're very, very similar front end, I think. I like the looks. It does seem a little bit wide from the cockpit area. You'll have a look here. It does seem a bit wide. And also these mirrors, I've seen loads of people complain about the mirrors, but I like these mirrors. You see, I used to commute to Manchester, so these mirrors are ideal for me. They're whizzing between the traffic, just flip them back and off you go. What else can I tell you about the bike? Oh, gripes. Yes, I have one major gripe about this bike, and that's the front brake. I know loads of journalists on YouTube talk about the front brakes on this bike. Now, you always have to take what people say on YouTube with a pinch of salt. Yeah, I'm probably one of them too. But the front brake, it doesn't have that initial strong bite. You know, Africa Twin, you pull the front brakes and the front end dives, it feels like the brake's operating immediately. This year, when I pull the front brake, it doesn't seem to have that strong initial bite. It does slow the bike down, and I know this because I had a car pull out in front of me and it jammed on the brakes and the ABS was working. I could feel that pulsating under my fingers. But I think it's just the sensation, the feel. It doesn't feel like it's braking hard enough. Just that initial bite. And that's about my only complaint about this bike. So yeah, I'm sure loads of other people have put the specs online about this bike, so I'm not going to talk about fuel capacities, brakes, power, etc, etc. This is just going to be my own sort of opinion of how the bike feels to ride. To me, very comfortable seating position. Before the Africa Twin, I had a Suzuki GSX-S1000 2015 model, and that was great. I think I've just taken a wrong turn there. I think I've just taken a wrong turn. Let me see if I can turn around somewhere. Yeah, this will do. Okay, so there. Now that was hard braking, and I could feel the ABS pulsating there under my finger. It just gave me one little click. And off we go. I suppose it's not as quick to flick around as a sports bike. However, the leg position, you know, you don't have the pegs stuffed right under your backside. I can ride this bike for about an hour and a half, 2 hours before I feel I need to have a stop and a stretch. The bars are also nice and high, so I like that about the bike. As for previous bikes, the reason why I compare it to sports bikes is I think it's almost as quick as a sports bike, not as flickable, but quite close. I've had a Suzuki GSX-S1000 2015 model. I've had a Honda Fireblade. That was a 2012 model. Before that, I had a Kawasaki ZX-10R Ninja, also 2012 model. And then before that, I had a BMW R1150S. So that was more like a sports tourer. And I suppose one of the reasons why I went for this bike is I'm getting a bit on now, and riding a sports bike just knackers me. Now the Africa Twin, I bought it so that I can go on tours, and yes, I like the adventure style, but I soon realized that the wind buffeting from the Africa Twin, it was so intense that I couldn't really tour. It was horrible. You know, the whole reason why I bought the bike was to go touring. I probably do more miles on the continent than I do in the UK. I only do about 3,000 miles a year, if that. And like I say, about 2,000 of those miles generally on the continent. So yeah, disappointed with the Africa Twin, and it was too big. It was a big bike. I'm relatively short. I'm just over 5'9", but I've got the world's shortest legs. I'm built like a meerkat, so I've only got a 29-inch inseam. So generally when I move bikes around, I've got to get off the bike and wheel it back. You know, I struggle to reach down and touch ground with my feet. I'm just looking around because I don't really know where I am. So yeah, I thought I'd get this for sports touring. I can take a pillion on the back. I've had a pillion on the back. Should be relatively comfortable. Should not complain yet, but we've only been for short local rides. I've not received the panniers yet. I received the bike. I picked the bike up at the end of May, last weekend of May, and I was told by the bike shop, oh yeah, you know, when you come back for your service 2 weeks time, we'll have the panniers, we'll fit the panniers, yada yada yada. So I was made up with that. Anyway, so yeah, picked the bike up, and then the heavens opened, loads of rain, etc, etc. I went on holiday for a week, so I only managed to get the bike back in for a service about 4 weeks after. And when I phoned the dealership up, they said, oh, you know, the closest space we've got is 11th of August. And we were like mid-June. I was like, oh geez, I can't wait that long, you know, have the first service done. So big shout out to Lord Villiers. He recommended I try Powerslide motorbikes down in Stoke-on-Trent, and they were fantastic. I called them up in a bit of a panic and I told them the situation. They said, yeah, no worries, we'll have a look, see. So yeah, they contacted me and they said, oh, come in tomorrow, come in the afternoon. It was late afternoon on a Friday afternoon, like 3 o'clock or something. But yeah, hats off to them, you know, bent over backwards to accommodate me, and I managed to get the bike serviced, so bonus. Because yeah, riding the bike up until the first service, you've got to keep it below 5,000 RPM. Geez, that's a pain in the backside, because you can't really do any serious riding. You just got to take it really cool. Yeah, so once it had its first service 600 miles, you could take it up to 8,500 RPM. My goodness, yeah, once you've done that, geez, this thing's a flyer. It's like kicked up the backside. It really is quick. I know they say it's only got 150 brake horsepower, but I think it's the way that they've tuned the engine for mid-range. It just feels very, very quick in the mid-range, and generally that's where I do most of my riding on a bike. You know, I don't sit there top end of the rev range. Alright, so here we come up to this road that's been chipped. Oh, there's the clan. You can see the Muppets there. Yeah, we've all got the same disorder.